Good evening, good evening. Good evening. We're going to jump right into it. 18 minutes. Find your focus. Master distraction and get the right things done by Peter Bregman. This is a pretty good book. Book that I thought was very empowering as far as discipline is concerned. So let's jump right into it. You want to ask yourself this question. Am I doing the right things with the right people in the right way to make the most of who I am? That's a loaded question, but you need to take time out to answer it. Slowing the spin. Reducing your forward momentum is the first step to freeing yourself from the beliefs, habits, feelings, and busyness that may be limiting you. Slow down or start over. The incredible power of brief pause. If you take a breath and delay your actions, you give your prefrontal cortex time to control your emotional response. The amygdala is the emotional response center of the brain. There are direct pathways from the sensory stimuli into the amygdala. The key is cognitive control of the amygdala by the prefrontal cortex. Always pause for a second or two before responding. Pause, breathe, and then act. A brief pause will help make you smarter the next move. Stopping in order to speed up. This life is a marathon, not a sprint. If you want to run a marathon successfully without getting injured, spend 4 days a week doing short runs. 1 day a week running long and hard, and 2 days a week not running at all. Regular rest stops are useful interruptions. They will refuel your body and mind, naturally reorient your life towards what's important to you, and create the time and space to aim your efforts more accurately. Seeing the world as it is, not as you expect it to be. The world changes. We change faster than we tend to notice. To maximize your potential, you need to peer through the expectations that limit you and your choices.
Let's begin.
You need to see the world as it is and yourself as you are. Expanding your view of yourself.
This guy here is a Fiverr.
Establishing your identity through work alone can restrict your sense of self and make you more vulnerable to depression, loss of self-worth, and loss of purpose when the work is threatened. You must have multiple identities. Life isn't just about some of you, it is about all of you. Don't negate, integrate. Recognize your own potential. To allow yourself to be molded by your own gifts takes courage. Don't settle for being less than you are. You will not serve others, and it will not serve you well. Where do you want to land? Event, reaction, outcome. Spotlight consciousness versus floodlight consciousness. Research Alan Watts, who I've always been a fan of. Alan Watts, if you haven't YouTubed him or Googled him, you have to. It's just a brilliant mind. Focus on the outcome, then choose your reaction. That's what the event, reaction, outcome is. You focus on the outcome, then you choose how you're going to respond to it. And you live in that space. When an unsettling event occurs, pause before reacting. In that pause, ask yourself, what is the outcome that you want? Then instead of reacting to the event, react to the outcome. How you react can and should be determined by the outcome, by the future you want to create. Knowing what outcome you want will enable you to focus on what matters and escape the whirlwind of activity that too often leads nowhere fast. Alright, so we're going to stop there right now and come back to part 2. Peace.